NATO defense ministers gathered in Brussels on Wednesday for talks to discuss support for Ukraine and defending its border after multiple drone incursions across Europe. Ahead of the meeting, NATO chief Mark Rutte said that the session will focus on how to make their deterrence and defense even stronger, adding that the military alliance and the European Union were working together in their efforts to set up a drone wall to protect member countries from drone incursions. He also stated that the EU and NATO had different roles, with NATO providing capabilities on the military side and the EU holding the soft power of the internal market and making sure the money is there.
We'll touch on all those issues and, of course, on what happened just recently, the drones, how to make sure that we can do even more to protect NATO against also these new developments. So this will be an important day. I can assure you that the EU and NATO are really working very well together. There is no doubling at all. Ursula von der Leyen, the President of the European Commission, myself, the relevant commissioners, including Kubilius and of course Kaja Kallas and the others, we are all making sure that we make use of the strengths of the two organizations.
US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth on Wednesday said commitments from NATO countries will translate into enhanced capabilities. Speaking in the Belgian capital of Brussels ahead of the defense ministers' meeting at NATO headquarters, Hegseth said the increase of firepower will benefit Ukraine through the prioritized Ukraine requirements list program, which has been developed by the US and allies to supply Ukraine with new weapons.
Mark mentioned it, firepower. That's what is coming, we expect, and is coming from NATO. And it was a historic summit just a couple of months ago, brought about by leadership of President Trump to say we need our allies to step up. And they did, and they have, in those commitments. Now those commitments will soon translate into capabilities, which is the most important aspect of it. And one part of that, of course, is Pearl, is the initiative where European countries buy U.S. weapons transferred to NATO for the fight in Ukraine to bring peace to that conflict. And if there's anything we've learned under President Trump, is the active application of peace through strength.